I've always wanted to do something to help others. I realized that very early in my life. Even when I was 16 years of age, it was like there's something going to happen in my life that's going to help a lot of people. So I never forgot that. And a lot of times I would take a job or start a business or learn something. Sometimes I'd say, I don't really want to learn this, but I know I need to learn this because I'm going to need it when that time comes. So there was always a business process in my mind, and I've had a number of businesses in my life and had some inventions and different things. But all the time it was like, this is the next step. And looking back, I see that each of those things that I experienced over the last number of years were stepping stones to be able to get to where we are now. For example, 33 years serving with a nonprofit entity helped us prepare for that. And we realized and decided that this is what we want to do. We want to help people. And this was one of the first things that I found, not one of the first, but one of the final things I found, to be able to say this is something that can help millions of people. And that's what I've looked for. We have a desire to give first, everything else takes care of itself. My business is to help everybody I can to have pure water for life. Do you mean that's possible? The answer is yes. The way things are set up with this system, it's designed for you and up to 300 other people that you may know and care about to be able to have pure water every single day for life, even if there's no electricity, even if there's no water flowing through your faucet. You can go to any source of water, no matter how challenged it is, purify it to 99.9% pure, and with 100% of the microplastics taken out, and actually have that water, that pure water. And in fact, that water is the same, the filter is the same type that you use in dialysis machines. So you know that has to be structured to be pure. And to be able now to have that for you and those that you care about, and also where you want to donate to others. We have a nonprofit entity to help that be accomplished with those that we want to serve that have needs, and you can contribute to that as well. And then we have a safer, cleaner water where we market in the United States, where you literally can have a water filtration system called Safer, Cleaner Water. It's a daily use, but it can be used for emergency, but you can use it daily as well, where you actually can have the ability to produce the water you need every day to have pure water for life. The way we do it in the United States, you receive the 5 gallon container that you need, you receive the hose, you receive the adapter kit, you receive the filter, you receive everything you need. That within 10 minutes from the time that it comes to your door, shipping is included. You now have that pure water for the rest of your life, for you, your family, and those that you care about. You can use it daily or put it in a place for when there's an emergency. And now the peace of mind to know that you and the fact that you can help many others for a very minimal financial, where they have the ability to have the same. There's nothing that's greater reward for me, and there's nothing that will be a greater reward for you to say, I was able to help millions of people or hundreds of people or just one family to have pure water for life. The question, where's my company headed? What's interesting about that, if you'd asked me that 2 weeks ago, or 2 months ago, or 2 years ago, it would be probably have been a different answer. But where I see my company headed today is greater than anything I could have imagined. The fact that I've realized that even right now, we're in the process of helping as many as 300,000 people that have no water, no pure water, and that we can make that happen for them and millions of other people. My goal that I set for this year, for 2026, is to have 1 million plus people have pure water, that they can have it for life. We've done that with someone walking across Africa in the last few weeks has helped over 40,000 people. We've helped some orphanages recently that had 400 orphans, and seeing that little girl that take the first sip of that pure water, saying, "Ah," those type things make you have a greater vision. It just grows. That's the point. And we're happy to say that we feel like there's literally, like what we felt, millions of people will be able to have pure water for life in the next very few short period of time. And people are beginning to come to me and say, "I want to help. I want to do something." And some are saying, "I'm going to help you with the process." Some are saying, and this is just the start of what we feel will happen, where they say, "I want to help financially because this is such a great thing." And people that, for example, have money and realize what we're doing, they come to the place where they say, "There's nothing I could do that would be a greater legacy than to leave the ability financially to help hundreds of thousands or 1,000 or 500 or a million people have pure water." This is super accelerating, and in the next very few years, there will be millions and millions of people across the continent. In fact, one of our ones that's working with us in Africa is walking across the continent to make people aware of the need, and also doing things with our filter to help as he does, as he goes. But we had a conversation 8 weeks ago, and Paul and I were talking, and Paul said, and we talked together, we would like to see 1,000 distribution centers across the continent of Africa, that we raise funds to supply the filters to those distribution centers, that they can serve those with need in that area, and have pure water for life, and have millions and millions of lives changed for life. And UA Legacy Grants is set up that whenever I decide to retire, which probably will not happen for a long time, there will be things in place to take this on long time, for many years to come. What you can do today to make the future brighter for you and everyone that you know is to do something you personally. What would you think if I said, "Would you like to have pure water for life?" What would be the logical answer? And the answer, of course, is yes. Would you like to have all of those that you care about have pure water for the rest of their life? The answer would logically be yes. Would you like to see multitudes of people have pure water for life and do things that you can do, whatever that amount of things that you can do, just supporting it or believing in it or telling people about it or supporting financially? Would you like to see that happen? And I trust that would be yes as well. So where do you start? You start by personally saying, "I'm going to do something that I need to do for me to be able to be prepared, where I can survive, where I can also help others in an emergency, your friends, your family, your loved ones, or whoever it is." So make it where you never have to say 4 words about what we're talking about. "I wish I had." Nobody needs to say that, because all you have to do is today make a decision for you to make the step, which is so simple, and get a water filtration system that's designed to give you pure water for the rest of your life, filter guaranteed by the manufacturer. You never have to buy another filter. You can have pure water and help up to 300 other people per day in an emergency have pure water, and your pets and others as well, for life. That is what you can do to actually do something to take the first step. The next steps will follow by you sharing that with those that you care about. You can either do it for yourself and help them, or you can share the good news with them of how they can do it. But what some have said, okay, I want to get one for myself, but I also want to do something to help others. So I have friends and family and homeless shelters or other places, my church, etc., that should have one of these. So for every amount of dollars, every $100 you donate to above and beyond what you receive, you just tell us who you want it to go to, give us the shipping address, we take care of everything else for you. And if you have more dollars than that, than what those that you want to serve and want to help, we have our nonprofit entity designed to be able to help the homeless shelters around the United States. They've prepared food for those that they serve. They've prepared clothing and place to sleep and different things like that for those they serve. But I have not found one homeless shelter. I'm sure there is, but I haven't found one yet that has prepared to have pure water for those that they serve in an emergency. And those are the ones that's going to have the greatest need because nobody else is helping them. They're dependent on someone already. That's what you can do to start the journey and just make that and do it over and over again as far as helping others. Once you get yours, you're going to want to share it with others. We find that all the time. And you buy it for different reasons, but buy it to be always have pure water. Buy it because you care for others, or you care for your pets, or you care for your veterans, or you care for your homeless shelters, just because you care. There's nothing more emotional and more rewarding than say, I've had the privilege of preparing myself where I never have to worry about it, and to help others be ready to do the same. And we want to spread this across the world to see everybody have pure water for life, where they don't have to say, I wish I had.